Hey guys, I put together this video because the old guide is quite outdated and a new one is nowhere in sight, so yeah, enjoy. If you're watching this, you're probably a candidate chat moderator or commentator, or chances are you're one of the lucky few so-called player specs who have undergone close cross-examination to determine their worthiness of this mode. This guide is geared specifically towards these young video makers with close attention to the cinematic aspects of the spectator mode. Without further ado, let's get on with the guide. Heads-up display. The first thing you should do when recording a cinematic video is hide your HUD. The key to do this is the backslash. Each time you press it, it cycles through multiple levels of elements to hide. The first level is hiding your XP bar, the second level is hiding the chat, the third level is hiding the notifications and game info, and the fourth level is hiding player names. Pressing it a fifth time will enable all the elements again. Movement. For those of you making videos, I leave a warning. Controlling spectator isn't difficult. Controlling it with precision and smoothness is. It just takes practice. The basic movement controls are W, A, S, and D. And of course these controls move you forward, left, backwards, or right. E moves you up, and Q moves you down. Holding down Shift while using any of these controls will significantly accelerate your movement. Rotating the camera is achieved by either using the arrow keys or holding and dragging the mouse. Both have their benefits in cinematic recordings. For example, holding down the D and left arrow keys at the same time will give you a very even rotation around an object, which you wouldn't be able to achieve with a mouse. Using the arrow keys to follow some action will not yield good results, however, as switching the arrow keys makes for a very jerky footage. Here, using the mouse will make a much smoother video. Axis lock. This function is extremely vital in my videos, but is often overlooked by other spectators, probably because they are not into making cinematic videos like me. When entering a battle, the movement axes are locked to the camera by default. This means that pressing W will move you forward in relation to the camera view, so wherever you're looking. Okay, so what's the problem then? Imagine following a player from slightly up and behind, looking down on them. Holding W will eventually drive you into the ground, and the only way to correct that without rotating your camera is by using E to move vertically up. This will result in a super weird video where the camera is constantly bobbing up and down. By hitting space, your axes switch from being locked to the camera to being locked to the map. Now when pressing W, you will not move where you're looking, you will only move in a horizontal direction. Similarly, E will not move you up in relation to your camera, but vertically up in relation to the map. Now you can follow a player without changing altitude. Hitting space again will revert to the previous axis lock. Saved positions. Though I don't use this function a lot, since it's mainly used for surveying large-scale battles for commentating, I still find it useful from time to time. You can at any time save the current position of the camera and the direction it's pointing in by hitting Ctrl and any number from 0 to 9. When you want to come back to that position, you hit the number that it's saved to. So for instance, you can save the first position here, the second position here, the third position here, and the fourth position here. Now by hitting the numbers that they are saved to, we can go back to these exact positions whenever we want. Note that if you save a new position to a previously used number, it will erase its old position. Spectating players. To spectate a specific player, hold Tab to bring up the player list. Click any player and select Spectate from the drop-down list. You will now be spectating that player, and the camera movement will be fully controlled by that player's actions. The only controls left in your hands are E and Q, which behave in the same way they do when you are playing. If you don't care about which player you are spectating, there are other controls as well. Control F will spectate the player closest to the camera. Control B and Control R will spectate the closest player from the blue or red teams respectively. While spectating a player, you can use the right and left arrow keys to switch from player to player. Note that in team battles, you will only be scrolling through the members of the team that you are currently spectating. If you want to stop spectating a player, hit Ctrl U and your camera will detach. Alternatively, you can move to a safe position by hitting its number. Well, that's that as far as spectator mode is concerned. Hope you found this guide useful and good luck in your spectating. Archangel, signing out.